This podcast contains discussions of mature themes, including violence, which may not be suitable for all audiences. Please proceed with caution. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome everybody to this special bonus episode of Dark Talk. As always, I am your host Dan, and I'm joined this week by neither Paul nor James, but instead I am here with Phil and Danger Mark. Guys, how's it going?
Well, apart from being introduced as the B team, yeah, great.
Yeah, I'm all good. Hello, listeners, as I always say.
Yeah, I brought the jobbers on for this episode.
Well, the weebs, anyway.
The weebs, yeah. Well, how's it going, though? I don't consider you the B team. I don't consider you the jobbers. You're both great friends of mine.
Number one wrestling talking dickhead.
And I'm just the occasional stand-in.
Yeah, we bring you in for the more violent and gory films, Phil.
The more fun ones.
Yeah, we had some fun with Brain Dead last time. That was a hell of a film. Actually, yeah, you always come on the films that are very, very good, because you came on for Terrifier, which was awesome, and then Brain Dead, which was amazing, and now here you are for Versus.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
So we'll get to it then. So, gents, we are here tonight to discuss Versus, released in the year 2000, directed by, now I'm sorry if I butcher these names, Ryuhei Kitamura, and starring...
Ryuhei Kitamura.
Do you want to say him?
Ryuhei Kitamura.
Ryuhei Kitamura.
Director, starring Tak Sakaguchi and Hideo Sakaki.
I've got the girl's name down there as well, but I'm not going to be able to pronounce that because I'm stupid.
Oh, give me a second. I only know that because I had this two stars Wikipedia page up and a few others just to see what they'd been up to in the last, few hundred years. Chieko Misaka.
There we go. So, Mark, you've never been on the show before, so what I do is I tend to ask people when is the first time they saw this film. So, do you want to take us through this, Mark? When did you first see this film, and what are your memories of it?
I think it must have been in my, while I was in university. I don't want to date myself too much, but it must have been sometime late 2008, early 2009, with watching it with a housemate while I was in university, and I had no idea what I was watching for that night or for several years afterwards.
Understandable.
I may have been smoking a little bit, not that I ever did too much of that myself, but you know how these things are when you're in university. I don't think I had that much because it wouldn't have helped.
Yeah, I'd argue this is the perfect film to get stoned to. Phil, what about you?
Well, for me, like I said to you before, I think mentioned it earlier, I was lent the DVD from a friend's fella, and I never gave him the DVD back by that probably about 13 years ago, something like that, maybe 12, 13 years ago.
Yeah, because I discovered Paul had the DVD. Was it you or Paul? I can't remember.
I've got it. It's on my shelf behind me.
Oh, right, yeah. But who had it originally? Because I think all three of us have had it for an extended period of time.
I think it belongs to you, and it's been passed around between the three of us all these years, but I currently have it.
I don't think it was my own copy.
Oh, okay.
I think I've stolen it off one of you two.
Oh, right. Well, I always thought it was yours, and I felt guilty about hoarding it all these years, but I was like, you're never having it back.
I think I stole it off Paul.
Wow, well, that's a mystery for we'll have to look into.
Yeah, so that would have been the version that we watched when we were all at yours then, Mark, after town, because that's the last time I remember watching it before watching it for this podcast anyway, was at yours. We were all a little bit on the drunk side.
On the advice of my solicitor, I declined to comment further.
Yeah, so this really is I would argue that this is the perfect drunk film with friends to watch. I'm struggling to think of anything that I enjoy watching more than Versus.
Yeah, it's everything that you want in a film to watch with the lads. It's got everything. It's got people who dress like they think they're in the Matrix, people who are dressed in suits, people chatting and making no sense, random poses in the middle of gunfights. Oh, yeah, plenty of gunfights.
Lots of Mexican standoffs.
And some hand-to-hand combat as well.
Yeah, some kick-ass women, kick-ass karate women, big guns. There's a Barrett 50 cal in there somewhere, and
And the guy who actually brings the Barrett to the party is, hands down, the craziest character in the entire film.
He is my favourite character, which we all get into as we as we go. So let's start the film. So we open up in Japan in the Forest of Resurrection, now the Forest of Resurrection is portal number 444 of the 666 portals to hell that exist on Earth. We're informed this by a text crawl at the start.
I don't know if you've heard this, but world building is for nerds. This is all you need and all you want.
Yeah, just give me the premise in the start and that's it. I'll work it out from the rest of it. Well, actually, maybe I won't. Yeah, so we cut to a scene which is basically what I used to imagine I was doing whenever I was alone as a child. I was swinging a sword around and pretending I was fighting the bad guys, and I'm sure we can all relate to that one. So a man is surrounded by the living dead, and he chops up his multiple opponents into pieces with a sword. And when it looks like the battle is won, we see that another fighter has joined the game, and our guy rushes this new dude, but is killed. So this takes place sometime in the past, because everyone is wearing, like, clothes from feudal Japan times, yeah? Have I got that right?
They eventually date it to 500 years before the start of the film, but it really could be any time before 1863 with a Meiji Restoration. So
we cut to modern day, and we meet these two guys who are escaping from prison through the woods wearing grey jumpsuits. And this is prisoner number 1 and prisoner number 2. Or as we'll call them later, we'll call them the prisoner and jobber prisoner.
I think on IMDb they're actually listed by their jumpsuit numbers, which is 302 and 303.
Yeah, I was going to refer to the main dude as 303, but I'm just going to call him the prisoner because it's got more of a mythic feel to it. Yeah, so the prisoner, our protagonist, he has got this severed hand handcuffed to him, which is very funny. Yeah, both prisoners are meeting up with a gang of Yakuza bad guys who have been sent by the unseen boss to collect them both. And our prisoner, the prisoner, he is very unhappy about this, and he gets into an argument with these dudes, and he especially doesn't like Mr. Greenshirt, this massive ham.
I looked this guy up. Kenji Matsuda, his name is. He also had, I think, a fairly major role in one of the Kamen Rider series that they do annually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mr. Greenshirt is this massive ham, and he, like I said, he's the highlight of the film for me. So these guys have got this female hostage who the film refers to, and we will refer to as, the girl. So the prisoner appears to recognize her in some sort of spiritual way when he first sees her, and he tells the crew to release her, and when they decline, the prisoner demonstrates his finest gun fu. He steals a gun and he shoots the Yakuza leader dead. The first of many... Oh, no, it's not the first of many action sequences. It's one of many action sequences that we'll see in this film. What do you think of this?
It's the second. It's the first with guns. My notes here refer to the gangsters as croc jacket, butterfly knife, glasses, howler monkey, and revolver.
Yeah, I also came up with nicknames for them. So I had, I've got Nerdy Guy, Revolver Ocelot, Mr. Greenshirt, the Boss, and the Runt, who is self-explanatory, really, isn't it?
Yeah, he's referred to as the Runt.
They call him that Runt, yeah, but I think he's a bit of a howler monkey, just flying round, nervous energy. Yeah, we'll talk about him a bit more later, I guess.
Yeah, he's like Psyduck.
Yeah. He's not enjoying any of this.
What would you? You're in the Forest of Resurrection. Oh, yeah.
Finding out firsthand why it's called the Forest of Resurrection when your boss gets shot and then slowly gets back up.
A couple of little details I like about all that part as well is, like, apparently in Japanese on their overalls it translates to jailbreak.
Does it?
With their prison overalls translates to jailbreak loosely, and also when he says tells him to let the girl go. And he says, because I'm a feminist, before he shoots him in the face.
Okay, now this dude is not a feminist.
Even then, he says later on something like, "I'm not like them. I'm not a scumbag," which turns out to be a massive lie too.
I mean, there are warning signs. He keeps trying to knock her out all film. Every time something happens, he like backfists her to like to KO her.
Just to put her unconscious. Yeah, I think it's a backfist the first time and a Vulcan nerve grip the second time.
The third time he tries it and it doesn't work, she just looks at him like, "What are you doing?"
The third time she dodges it and just says, "I'll just sit down, don't worry."
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he just tries to push her head down and she just sort of like backs away slowly, pursing her lips at the same time for some reason.
I'm jumping ahead a bit, but I think at the end, when we'll talk about what happens at the very end, but I think he hits her again right at the very end, which is actually some very clever foreshadowing if you think about it.
Foreshadowing at the end.
To the very, very end.
Yeah, so So it looks like there's going to be an epic showdown between the prisoner and these Yakuza guys until the corpse of the Yakuza leader reanimates itself and attacks the entire crew. And they all band together to shoot him dead, and they do it in the most like Power Rangers way possible. They all like get together for a triple pose when they gun him down, and the camera zooms in on him.
The Charlie's Angels pose before they do it.
Yeah. That's it, yeah. And to test the theory that their boss was a zombie, Green Shirt kills prisoner number 2 with a point-blank gunshot to the head, and yes, he does reanimate, confirming that his suspicions are true. Very scientific experiment there, Mark. You're a scientist. Is that something you would perform in a lab?
Not in a lab, no. This is, I think, something you'd have to take up with the ethics board. If you wanted to perform this test yourself, then they would probably advise you that it is illegal.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's in Western countries, it definitely would be like, but probably in most Eastern countries as well, really. But I'm sure there'd be somewhere in the world that they'd be quite happy to do something like that.
Well, I think this guy has just promoted himself to number one gangster in this particular gang. So I think he's just enjoying throwing his weight around, to be honest with you.
I've got him down as eccentric guy. There's always one as well, isn't there?
Extremely eccentric.
Yeah, but there always seems to be one with all these facial expression and that in
very dramatic.
In any Asian film, like I love Asian cinema, like across the board, and yeah, there always seems to be like
an eccentric character for some reason.
And he does love his dramatic poses. He loves kind of he was thinking about shooting the prisoner earlier on in this scene, and he does a very dramatic jump forward.
Yeah, waves his gun in the air. Yeah, yeah. I love him though. He's awesome. He is like my favourite character, definitely.
Yeah, a bit later on when they're gunning down the zombies in the woods, he does this really camp pose. He puts his leg up on the tree and is like to like steady himself.
Hangs his wrists and that as well at one point.
There's two in that same sequence. So there's the one where he's got his leg up on the tree and he's just resting and shooting. But at one point he does this weird flamboyant kick out to the side and shoots a zombie behind him.
Yeah, I love this dude. He's my, if not my favourite, my second favourite character in the film.
Who's number one?
You'll see.
Okay. Oh no, you've already mentioned it, yeah.
Yeah, so the prisoner and the girl escape into the woods, and the crew decide that instead of leaving the evil zombie forest of resurrection, they're going to hunt these two down and kill them. So they split off, and we get the... Well, go on.
They can't seem to decide whether they want to kill them or present them to their dark master.
Yeah, so this leaves a bit of a schism between the two factions within the group.
It's Green Shirt and his boy, and then Revolver and the Howler Monkey are the two sides in this. Yeah,
well, I think Revolver got the short end of the stick here, because the Howler Monkey, the runt, is no good to have on your own team, because this guy... We'll see some of the cock-ups this guy does a bit later on.
He's quite spectacular.
Yeah. So the prisoner and the girl come across these mutilated bodies hanging in the trees, which, is that to imply that this is some sort of Yakuza burial ground where they throw all their victims?
Yeah, they're talking about this throughout the film. It's one of the things that really freaks the Howler Monkey out, because they have brought people here before and killed them there. Are we up to where our man finally gets out of his prison jumpsuit?
Yeah, well, I was going to say, so he gets his Terminator 2 moments when he takes the clothes off these corpses. He takes the clothes, the boots.
Did you not spot who it was?
No.
The corpse beat gets the trench coat off and the leather trousers to go with it and the boots.
Yes.
Are the same guy who died in the opening reel.
Oh, right.
There's that flashback to actually seeing him.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so he actually gets it off him.
So he gets the clothes, the boots, and later on he does get a motorcycle from somewhere.
He gets a pair of sunglasses for about 10 seconds as well.
Before she shakes her head and says, nah.
She's like, you look at...
Villain's head riff all the way.
Yeah.
As soon as he gets the trench coat, he spends the rest of the film doing dramatic swishes
that's it. Yeah, turning it like a cape and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like he's the fucking
it's
shadow.
A very stylized film, ladies and gentlemen.
Like I said, he looks a lot like he's straight out of the Matrix. Do you think this film was influenced by the Matrix at all? Let me think.
I'm gonna guess. Possibly.
Yeah, so the prisoner gets into a fight with Revolver Ocelot, where they both quickly discard their weapons for a fight with honour.
After a fashion.
So yeah, as we get the first shot of the prisoner knocking out the girl with a quick blow. While the fight between Revolver Ocelot and the prisoner is going on, the rest of the Yakuza crew are ambushed by the zombies, and these zombies are also wielding guns. So we get zombie gunfight. Fucking rules.
I don't, as a general rule, like zombie films, but this, as you say, is a very fun gunfight. They're just running through the forest, blasting zombies.
There's not a lot to describe here, because it's just like an extended martial arts gunfight against The Walking Dead with some fun comedy spots and just some like needlessly over-the-top camera work, which just looks awesome. So I guess it's not needless, really, is it?
It's the point of the film.
Yeah.
The exposition that's needless.
Any favourite bits in this chaos?
We did discuss Green Shirt, his very dramatic poses. Is this where he starts getting the butterfly knife out as well?
Yeah. There's a lot going on in this film, so I'm not going to describe everything that's happening. I've just sort of paragraphed it off where I can to like keep the plot going. But basically, Green Shirt and the crew eventually come across the prisoner and Revolver having their fight, and they interrupt it.
It's the other way around. Revolver and the prisoner join the gunfight because they hear the shooting.
But then Green Shirt and the prisoner end up having this Neo Agent Smith hand-to-hand knife combat, which is pretty cool looking. And the prisoner escapes
after they've thrown the butterfly knife back and forth. Green Shirt throws it at the prisoner catches it, throws it back, and Green Shirt blocks it with a zombie's head.
Fucking head, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very Matrix knife fight.
Yeah. But the prisoner escapes the fight when he, again, like wafts his leather jacket towards the camera when he's gone like Batman.
Not before kicking the head at the other guy as well and going, I'll play with you later.
Oh, God, I love this film. Yeah, so Green Shirt and his boyfriend, the nerdy guy, Glasses, they kill Ocelot because why not? He wants to remain loyal to the boss and bring the prisoner and the girl in alive, while Green Shirt is a massive psycho who just does what he wants. Yeah, I was getting a lot of... I think these two are very queer-coded.
Oh, yeah, they absolutely are, and it's kind of revealed in this scene where Green Shirt's sweeping his hair off his face, and pretty much everything short of telling him how much he loves him.
Yeah, it's all very homoerotic bit there.
It is, yeah. These two... So do these Goombas, do they reincarnate as well? They must do, right? Because they're in the past, aren't they?
Yes. I don't remember picking out Green Shirt's face, but I definitely remember picking out Glasses and Revolver Ocelot.
Green Shirt definitely is in the past, because we see later on, when we get another extended flashback to the past, he's there and he's hamming it up as a samurai as well. He's there, yeah.
Because he's got the staff, doesn't he? Yes.
Yeah.
Because they actually go back to the fight where the fight 500 years ago where he fought the Goombas.
Yeah, I mean, we get a bit more context to it.
World building, as I say, is for nerds.
But are they there at the end of the film as well? Because
yes, they are.
Yeah, because they all look like different at the end.
Yes.
But that is this crew, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So these guys are all... Yeah, so basically my point was that Green Shirt and Glasses, eternal lovers by the looks of it. Not even death can separate them.
Very romantic, think about it.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
It's the most romantic that this film gets.
Yeah, I mean, so while all this crazy mad shit has been going on in the forest, we meet these two crooked and corrupt, I'm going to call them cops, but they don't like being called cops.
Absolutely not cops. They dress like cops.
I guess they're like the Japanese equivalent of a federal marshal. They were transporting the prisoners, yeah?
Yes, but our first meeting of them, the guy who lost his hand shoots the driver of a car.
He does, yeah.
So they can't be that official.
Unless they're crooked.
Well, they could be corrupt.
Yeah.
Well, it's never answered, and frankly, I'm glad.
Did he really train at Langley and then live in Yellowstone in Canada?
Well, he couldn't have grown up in Yellowstone Park in Canada. And I don't think he trained with the FBI in Langley.
No, more than likely not, but... You know.
We aren't to know because it doesn't explain it, so...
I do believe that the guy has a nose as good as a top dog breeder.
I'm going to give... I think from now on we need to refer to this character, who is my favourite character, by his full title. The Master of all the Martial Arts.
Reflexes 500 times faster than Mike Tyson.
Oh, God. Ever since we first saw this film, I dread to think how many times I've used that quote in a conversation. I am a master of all the martial arts.
That's one thing about this film. Nobody's got an actual name in this film, have they?
No.
The two closest are that runt and the nickname Fighter sticks for Dan's mate.
Yeah, and I think they do refer to, I think a bit later on, they shout to the prisoner, and he says his full name and number. He's like, "Hey, prisoner KSC2303, get over here." This is like a Mortal Kombat film, isn't it?
Much sense as a Mortal Kombat film.
So the bad guys get reinforcements. They meet these two girl assassins, one with a pixie cut and one with longer hair, so I'm just going to call them Pixie and Long Hair, and this red-headed dude who looks like he's been plucked straight out of the Darude Sandstorm video. He's just got like the most Y2K aesthetic, those glasses and that spiked red hair. He looks awful.
He would absolutely be one of Neo's jobbers in the Matrix. He really would. To be fair, all three of them would.
Yeah, there's not much character development for these three. They're just there to pad out the numbers and the gore.
Oh, they actually appear after the man, don't they? The man appears first in the car.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
And then they come from like behind the trees and that.
Yeah, he's standing up on a mountain rocks, posing dramatically, sensing the disturbances in the force.
Well, we'll talk about the man now. So, Green Shirt and Nerdy meet their boss, and his mere presence is enough to alter the filter on the screen. It turns everything from like normal colours to this pale shade of blue. I love this.
It's not the last time that happens either.
Yeah, this guy can affect like the camera lenses.
Reality, the very nature of camera lenses.
Yeah, so the credits refer to this guy as the man, so that's what we'll go with here. So the man belittles his men for the frankly crap job they've been doing so far, and Green Shirt decides to stage a coup with help from the Darude Sandstorm crew. And right, so they surround him and ambush him, and they shoot him and gun him down. But he's got like this magic special bulletproof spell on him, which leaves so he's alive because nobody dies in this film. Like it's impossible to die in this film, and it just leaves his clothes undamaged as well. Like the bullets haven't even hit him.
At one point, he's even catching a fistful of buckshot from glasses is sawn off.
Yeah, that's it. His hand just starts smoking, doesn't it? And he just drops it all on the floor.
In the opening reel, he's obviously so fast that he can let go of his monk's staff, draw his sword, slice a guy, put it back, catch the staff without it ever moving. That's how fast he is.
Fucking live action anime this is.
It really is.
It's like he's got the reflexes. You remember the old baby cat things?
No.
I think it was an old Japanese. I think it was a film series or something like that. And you'd always see clips of it out there on Channel 5. And they just called it Baby Cat, and it's just this like samurai pushing a baby round in like.
Is it Lone Wolf and Cub?
That's the one, yeah. And like people just attack all the time, and every single week they'd play a different clip, and he just like slice the crap out of them, and then just like go back to pushing the baby cat.
Yeah, so the boss quickly murders his own gang with his bare hands, mutilates them, and transforms them into a gang of grotesque undead creatures. He's now got zombie henchmen, and we get this very cool bit of gore when he rips out Nerdy Glasses' heart and takes a big bite out of it. He's like, ah!
I looked up what this guy was up to as well.
Yeah.
he's defending himself against sexual assault allegations.
Oh, fuck's sake, man.
And based on how much of a creep he is in this film, I could well believe it. He's either a genius actor or living the gimmick.
I've just gone onto his Wikipedia page, and it's got the opening paragraph, which is his name, what he's best known for, and then instantly the first thing on it is sexual assault allegations. It's not even hidden in the personal life section.
To be fair, there's not enough of it. That's pretty much the entire article.
That's literally it.
That's all he was known for.
Yeah, because at least the star, Tak Sakaguchi, he was an action choreographer for a few films and starred in a few films with names like Yakuza Blood and stuff like that. Like, just from the names, they're just absolute trash, but he's like directed the couple and did the action choreography for a few more.
I've just got his filmography here. He is also in a film called Battlefield Baseball, which I have on DVD, so we will definitely have to cover that at some point. Oh, look what else he's done.
That sounds awesome.
He has a cameo, Mark, in Tokyo Gore Police. Do you remember that film?
I do, yeah. He's also in Azumi 2.
Oh, right, okay.
I can't remember watching Azumi 2, but he's like a named ninja in it who gets a dramatic death.
He's in the first one as well.
I couldn't find him on the cast list.
It's on his Wikipedia page. Okay, yeah, so the film now basically becomes a live-action game of Tekken. So it's pretty much the prisoner fighting progressively harder bad guys. So he beats the redhead guy in a fight and sends him packing down the river.
With help from the girl, who actually bashes his brains in with a rock.
I thought he took that guy's glasses.
Yes, he did.
Well, later on, when the sandstorm guy gets killed. He's got the glasses on.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, there we go, yeah.
Just in case, dear listener, you were wondering the exact quality of the film you were dealing with here.
Yeah, so Darude Sandstorm, he gets 86 by the man for his failure when he punches this gigantic hole through his face, fist coming through the face and out the back of his head, which looks excellent. And I always love a camera shot through a body or through the head. I think it looks fucking great. Ultra violent.
With his eyeballs dangling from between his fingers.
Yeah, he just shakes his hand and he can't get him off.
Oh god,
that'll teach him, won't it? You know, so don't punch someone through the face or you'll get their eyeballs stuck to your hand.
One lesson we've all got to learn at some point.
Doesn't know his own strength.
Like the fact that you can see the teeth at the bottom as well. You just see his teeth at the bottom of his skull, like through the hole. Oh, it's awesome.
I wonder what the budget on this film was, because it's fucking like really good.
It nearly bankrupted the director because he basically bankrolled it himself.
I could tell because there was no studio input in this film. This is basically a director realizing his vision. $400,000 US, so whatever that is in yen.
Probably about 10 times that much. The basic rule of thumb.
And then adjusted for inflation.
No, not 10 times, 100 times that. 100 times that.
Yeah, so the Runt and the Pixie Girl are the only two Yakuza guys to remain human who didn't get turned into zombie freaks. And she's trying to leave the forest and she bumps into the Runt and she kicks his ass because he's just this jobber. He's able to like plead for his life. He's like, oh no, I know this forest, I can get out of here. So she spares him.
And the Runt keeps bringing out bigger and bigger pistols out of his back. So at this point, he's up to a Desert Eagle. He started off with a 22, and then by now he's up to a Desert Eagle.
It just keeps going through the film as well, doesn't it?
He gets his fucking big gun in a bit, which we will get to, yeah.
He gets hold of the Barrett later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the man and the prisoner finally meet up, and the man obviously knows more about what's going on here than anybody else does. And he keeps vaguely referencing their shared past and history, but the prisoner doesn't remember anything. The man then shoots the prisoner point blank, and he tumbles down the hill, seemingly to his death.
You missed out the best part of this.
Go.
So we know you're talking about the lenses.
Yeah.
I think the implication here is he's actually taken them to, the astral plane or something, because this entire conversation takes place under a much oranger filter than any other scene in the film, and they should only be like 10 feet away from the girl, but they have actually gone to the astral plane. I think that's the implication anyway.
Okay, because that would make sense for their final battle as well, because their final battle is under that orange filter.
Yeah.
So we get this Highlander-style flashback to feudal Japan, which was 500 years ago, and the whole gang are here, like we said, dressed in period clothing. The prisoner is surrounded by the bad guys, and even in the past, Mr. Greenshirt can't stop being a massive ham. He's like sticking his tongue out, he's like, going cross-eyed. Yeah.
Unnecessarily swinging this big, I don't know what it's called. It's got the fork at the front, but it's a really thick spear.
Trident?
Yeah, let's go with that, but it's only 2.
Where did you get a trident? I killed the guy with a trident. Sorry. That's just an Anchorman quote. I just fell through in there. Right?
God, I haven't seen that film in years. Yeah, so after a tense moment, the prisoner decapitates the girl before making a move on the bad guys, which is what we saw in the opening. He rushes the man, but is violently stabbed to death. Why did he kill the girl at this point? What did I miss? Why did he kill the girl?
Basically to stop him getting the power of resurrecting blood so that he can command all the powers of life and death.
Well, that leads me to my second question, right? Why does she have resurrecting blood?
I said how world building was for nerds.
That's the thing. There's so much in this film that's just not explained, is it?
Yeah, this is at the moment guesswork, pure guesswork.
Yeah, figure it out for yourself. We're not going to tell you.
Even this bit about the astral plane is pure guesswork on my part.
So, back in the present day, the prisoner wakes up at the bottom of the hill with nothing but a flesh wound, like an injured eye.
Having been resurrected by her blood.
Yeah, but we don't find that out yet. We don't. That's a bit of a twist, but then... It's a twist.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
It's a twist, but then it doesn't. Not that it doesn't make any sense.
No, they definitely mentioned the fact that that's why the man is after the girl at this point.
Okay, I must have missed it.
Because he gives him the whole speech, because this is the point where the man reveals that he's actually the older brother of the prisoner, and presumably wants his little brother to rule life and death with him.
Yeah.
I've got no idea why, because they've spent the last, 3,000 years fighting each other on and off. But, families are weird.
Yeah, so he wakes up and he channels his Connor MacLeod and he summons this sword from the past with a lightning storm, which, again, I don't know what's going on here, but it just looks awesome.
It's better than where the man gets his sword from, that's for sure.
Where does the man get his sword from?
That briefcase he's been hanging around.
Oh, yeah.
He don't want to keep shucking at people.
Oh, but he constructs... Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
It's like a Lego sword. He puts it together in pieces.
Yeah, but it's obviously a perfect sword when it comes out.
It's like the sword that Clancy Brown has in Highlander, because his sword comes together in pieces. And I watched this. There was a guy on YouTube years ago. His channel was basically rating movie swords, how if they would work in real life. And he rated that one from Highlander, Clancy Brown's sword. He was like, "This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. You can't put a sword together that fits together in the middle. The blade just doesn't work like that." He'd obviously never seen Versus though. Yeah, so the man has got the girl held hostage, and we see that his plan is that he is trying to open the gate to hell and use her blood as a sacrifice to do so. So he cuts her a bit on the hand, and then when he completes whatever ritual it is that he's supposed to be doing, he finds that nothing has happened, and she tells him, she's like, "Oh yes, sorry, the blood of resurrection only works once, and I've already used it on your brother. That's why he's back." Dun dun dun. And back he is, because we get this badass shot of him, the prisoner, standing on a hill, casually draping the katana over his shoulder while some metal music plays. This is how I wanted to look when I was 17.
Didn't we all?
But because we're now operating on video game logic, before the prisoner can fight the man, he must first defeat the zombified Goombas. So we get another violent and gory action sequence where the man hacks the nerdy guy into small pieces, and he uses the sawn off to blow up the long-haired girl, I think, she's been seduced into becoming an eternal life vampire by the man as well, a bit earlier on.
Yeah, he does like a death becomes her sort of thing and just blows a hole out of her stomach, doesn't he? You're just looking through her then, with blood squirting everywhere.
Fucking Goldie Hawn, yeah. What I did enjoy here was, again, green shirt. He's just been like carrying a lot of this film. He's especially entertaining in demon form. He's become this like arachnid like creature, but he still only has 4 limbs.
He crawls down the tree, doesn't he? Yeah.
Spider mode.
Yeah. So green shirt and the prisoner are going at it again. And while all this has been going on, the 2 cops from earlier have, like we mentioned, they killed a passerby and stole his car, and they've driven that car into prisoner number 2 from the beginning. So R.I.P. to that guy. So when they arrive in the forest, they get ambushed by the Runt and Pixie Cut, who are trying to escape. And Pixie Cut and the master of all martial arts get into it, and he was not joking. He at least has a background in some of the martial arts, because he's kicking ass.
This is where the Runt gets hold of the Barrett.
Well, no, first because
not before shooting Pixie Cut.
The second person he accidentally shoots.
Yeah.
His own partner.
I think he shot at least 2 people at this point.
He's also been shot in the arse.
Yes! Saved only by his lucky amulet.
I know, because I was like, what the hell is that? Is that something I'm supposed to know what it is? But no, it's just never mention what it is.
Yeah, it's just something he just sort of like, you see him earlier on in the film, just put it in his pocket, I think.
Yeah, it's a reasonably standard Japanese kind of good luck amulet type thing.
It's like Ned Flanders when he always carries a Bible close to his heart, just in case.
Yeah, exactly like that, except a bit smaller.
Yeah, so the Runt fires off a shot, and because this dude is a massive spoon, he hits Pixie and kills her. So the Runt runs away through the forest after stealing a weapon from the boot of the car, and he interrupts the battle between Green Shirt and the prisoner. Phil, do you want to tell us what gun the Runt is packing? Because this is some serious heat.
It is a Barrett 50 caliber sniper rifle with the tripod as well at the front.
I thought it was like something that gets mounted on a Jeep. You know those huge guns that get mounted on military Jeeps? But yeah, it's not.
No, I don't think it's one of them, but you could definitely stop a car with one shot.
Yeah, easy.
As we will see, because when this thing gets used, it's... It's fucking powerful. Yeah, so the runt fires. He tries to fire on Green Shirt because they've fallen out. As we've mentioned, Green Shirt shot him up the arse a bit earlier. The recoil is too much for him, and it sends him flying backwards into the fucking tree.
Yeah, a good 50 feet.
Yeah, so, but I tell you who can handle the recoil is the prisoner. So he just takes the rifle and points it at Green Shirt and explodes him with it. So rest in peace, Green Shirt. You were too good for this film.
Go back to Kamen Rider where you belong, my friend.
I mean, it's a very Kamen Rider style death, isn't it, as well? Blow it up into pieces by a massive cannon. Yeah, so the cops turn up after the fight, and I love this line. So the cop who's been missing his hand for the whole film and hasn't passed out through blood loss or anything like that, he shouts for his hand back. He's like, "Hey, prisoner, give me back my right hand." So the prisoner tosses him this hand, and I forgot about this bit, and I was like, has he been carrying that round with him the whole film? It's not, it's the Green Shirt's hand. So the cop picks it up and he's like,
turns out to be a left.
He's just picked up a hand from the floor and lobbed it on the point of his sword.
But it's the fact that he actually goes to put it on.
Is that it's actually another left hand.
But then I'll have two lefts.
Oh, that line cracks me up every time.
It's just so ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, so to end his suffering, the prisoner puts a bullet through his head, and then he gets into it with the master of all the martial arts, who claims, "Your slow bullets can't hit me. I have the reflexes 500 times faster than Mike Tyson." Which is bullshit, because the master of martial arts is obliterated instantly with a shot from that cannon. Fucking rest in peace, you too. My two favourite characters gone in one scene. Yeah, so it is final boss time, and the man and the prisoner are about to go 1 versus 1 in this now sepia-tinted forest, which, Mark, you think this is on the astral plane?
Is as good a place for this fight to take place as any.
Yeah, so we get a long, badass fight, which I'm not going to recap here, but it's very good. I enjoyed this final battle.
It's the culmination of the film, and it absolutely, it's everything it's been building up to be.
Yeah, nails it. Yeah, so the man gets the advantage, and he delivers what should be the killing blow, but like I said, death doesn't really matter in this film. And the prisoner is wounded, and he takes in his surroundings. He listens to the sounds of the forest, the atmosphere, the girl. When the man is about to deliver the killing blow, the final blow, the prisoner catches the blade in his bare hands. I fucking love this. It was so cool.
Yeah, to the shock of the man. He's just got like a little bit of a shocked look on his face, and even though they've done this countless times before, he was surprised.
Yeah, I mean, we've only seen as far back as 500 years, which I assume would have been the last time these had a fight, and it was won by the man. So, I don't know.
I've got a theory, but we'll come back to it in a bit.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, we'll get to the end of the film. So the prisoner wins the battle when he executes the man with a very, very unique beheading. So he like cuts his throat with one of the swords, but doesn't chop his head off. And then he just hits this run-in step-up enziguri and kicks his head off, which is just amazing finish. I loved it. So the man and the girl ride off together into the sunset on a motorbike and live happily ever after.
On Revolver Ocelot's motorbike, in fact.
Oh, is that whose it was?
In the opening scene.
Right.
But obviously, prisoner's far too badass to drive that, salaryman wagon that the Yakuza rock up in.
So the only guy to survive this whole debacle, apart from the girl and the prisoner, is the runt. Is that right? Because you don't see him die, do we?
No, you don't see him die. Unless he died in the impact on the tree, which is always possible.
I mean, I would say that would kill you in real life, but in this film, like, death seems...
Who knows what's going to kill you in this film?
Death is very difficult to come by in this film. Like, a permanent end is... It's not going to
call it the Forest of Resurrection for nothing, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So they don't actually have a happy ending, because we flash forward to 99 years later, and we're in this post-apocalyptic city hellscape, and we see that the girl is now being held hostage by some goons who are the same goons as we all...
look suspiciously like the goons that the prisoner has been fighting for the last 90 minutes.
Except they've all got bald caps on.
Yes, they're like... Again, they look like they've just woken up out of the human pod capsules from the Matrix.
I thought they looked like the Cenobites from the Hellraiser movies. They just look gross. And this group of goons are now led by the prisoner. He has become evil and destroyed the world, and only one person can stop him.
It's the man.
It's the man. Yeah, so the man is now alive. Apparently, he's been reincarnated once again to face his eternal enemy, his brother, and the cycle of battle has been running for thousands of years and will continue to do so forever. The film ends with them both jumping in for another fight, and they clash swords, and it's whoosh, the end.
My theory on this is that they're cursed so that they've got to win twice in a row, but of course, they never do win twice in a row.
Ah, okay.
They've got to keep going, and the winner from last time is the one with the girl.
And he has a championship advantage, I suppose.
Yeah.
The girl says as well, when she sees the man, she says, "I should have been on your side last time."
And he gives her another
Which
slap.
leads me to believe that she changes who she's... Well, either they change who wants to sacrifice her, or she changes who she's in love with each time.
Yeah, I think, it's meant... I think it's meant to be some sort of, like, archetype. You know what I mean? Like, the two brothers eternally fighting.
Yeah, the eternal struggle sort of business.
What did you think of this ending? I fucking loved it. Blew my mind when I first saw it.
Some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
I mean, honestly, I've never fully been able to figure this film out, to be honest. I've gained more knowledge from this podcast than I have from ever watching the film.
I got a lot more out of this film now that I'm older. The last time I watched it would have been about 5 years ago or so. But I haven't seen it in a good 5 years, and I got a lot more out of it this time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on one hand some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen, but the action sequences are actually really good, and it's just so ridiculous.
It's got to be one of the most ridiculous films ever filmed. But it's great. I mean, for me, what would you rate it? Use whatever rating system you like.
Oh, it defies all classification for me. It's just like one single number cannot kind of encompass both the genius and the absolute stupidity of this film. You could try and average it out somewhere in the middle, but it just wouldn't be fair. It just doesn't work for me.
Phil, what about you?
Reminiscent of Reddit, it's a solid 5 out of 7. No, it's I'd give it a good 8.5 out of 10. But it's like I said, it's a film that I've never fully understood, but always enjoyed watching.
I think it's more fun not knowing. And for me, this is the perfect film to stick on. Like I've mentioned before, perfect film to stick on with a bunch of mates to have a laugh with. Great,
yeah, definitely,
perfect. So much stupidity, but it's all really well made. Like there's no bad filmmaking in this at all. Like the action sequences are amazing. The gore is great. Definitely a labour of love, this, and I can see why it is a cult classic. Fucking love this one.
I think if you took all the Mexican standoffs out of the film, where they're all just standing staring at each other, you'd probably lose about 20 minutes of the film.
I was gonna say, yeah, you'd lose half the runtime.
It's a dramatic trope of Japanese action films going back to like Kurosawa, the dramatic standoff. Happens a lot in westerns too, to be fair.
They did, apparently, in 2004, so 4 years after this film was released, they returned to the forest, the cast and crew, to film new scenes. Apparently it's 10 minutes of extra content, which they've released as Ultimate Verses, which I haven't seen.
Yeah, I think the only crew member that they couldn't get back for it was the action choreographer. So Tak Sakaguchi himself choreographed the extra 10 minutes.
I'm intrigued. I'll have to look for that.
I'd say this is one of my... If I had to top 100 films of all time, I would have to put this in. I love this film. I love everything about it. Well, thanks, guys. Thank you for joining me on this one.
It's been a pleasure.
Will you come back again for another mad Japanese film?
Just say the word. Just name the film.
Always. Ichi the Killer.
Oh, yeah, that'll be good.
I love a mad Japanese film.
Oh, because that's Miike, isn't it? Directed by Takashi Miike. You could do an entire series of baffling Japanese films just directed by Takashi Miike.
We could do a little run of Japanese films, I suppose, couldn't we?
I definitely would be up for that, actually.
Do that.
I would be up for that. Okay, right. Well, we'll see you next time. Thank you for listening, everybody. Goodbye and good night.
Bang!